Morning, Ben. Just thought I'd follow up yesterday's video with what happened to me after I did yesterday's video and went into work and how my day panned out. It's quite interesting actually, and I thought that this would follow up nicely on yesterday's video. So I went in every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I spend a couple of hours in the morning on a computer documenting stuff, and then mid doing this task I was pulled off, requested to go do something else. I was like, oh, okay, I was a little bit hesitant and resistant, but I did it anyway, wanting to be flexible. Attended that meeting where the leadership, the manager said, if you're asked to do something, don't refuse, lend someone a hand. So anyway, I normally do anyway. Want to try and be flexible and help out where I can. So went over, started this task where I thought I got the instructions, knew what the person wanted done. So anyway, got the tools, cut up what I needed, started applying the timber to the job that was required. Then mid doing this, the task changed, the instruction changed. I was stopped, no, that's wrong, I need you to put them on the timber on the ends of these pallets. And I was like, really, I've already cut these up. Okay, anyway, so I went back, cut the timber to the new length and placed them on a different position. And then mid doing that, that changed again. I got new instructions. The truck driver wanted it done a different way because he wanted to be able to strap it down a different way. So anyway, I let out a F-bomb because I was like fucking frustrated, and just got on with it. Did the task, just kept himself, was a little bit quiet, and then got through it, got it done. Okay to talk. And when I let out the F-bomb, the old fella said to me, just breathe, 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out. So that little bit of advice is good, because he's trying to help, offer advice, because when you think about it, it's not life altering or changing or anything. I was the one that's carrying the weight. Who cares how many times the instructions change, because you're just doing your job. As we discussed, we're leasing out our body and our mind to the company for that 8-hour period, whatever you've agreed to. What did it matter how long it took, how many times it changed? Got there in the end and got through it. Then got on with my day. As I was doing that, those tasks, those changes, I was getting pulled off to help someone else do some lifting. And then another person come along who was my supervisor and wanted help. So not only did I have my set routine interrupted while I was doing something to help someone else, 2 other people at different times pulled me off that now new task to help them. And I thought it was quite fascinating, because after talking about not getting hitched, conserve your energy, not getting hooked, conserving your energy, this is perfect, like a mirror for me for the day to see where I'm at with my growth. It seems I'm talking about it and explaining it to others. It was quite a fascinating day. But anyway, over the day I probably went through a dozen different interruptions. In the past, these would have really frustrated me. And where I've gone to my supervisor, and said, there's 5 in a team. Why isn't these tasks being shared around? Why am I the only one getting asked all the time? But anyway, I contemplated that after lunch. I was asked to go and tie down the truck, product on the truck. Then I said no, I'd rather keep doing what I'm doing at the moment. I got that done. As soon as I'd finished that, I was asked to go tie this product down on the truck in a trailer. This is where I almost got hooked. Probably about 2:30 in the afternoon. You know, so you've spent done most of your day, 6-7 hours into it. You're not as fresh. Your mind's getting fatigued. Your body's fatigued a little bit, and this is where you can really get caught up in the emotion or get triggered. Anyway, I walked out. I did the truck. I didn't know about the trailer to start with, and then when I walked back in, because I got interrupted to help someone do something again, it was mentioned to me, have you done the trailer around the corner? And I'm like, okay, no. Internally I'm going, no, I didn't know about that. I've just seen the truck. So when I finished doing something to help someone, I went back out and I was contemplating, and I was running over in my mind, mulling it over, going, why is it me? What's bullshit? Talk to the supervisor, and I struggled with it. It was almost like I was trying to get myself hooked or triggered to make it feel right that I go and complain and get fairness in the team. What's going on here? But anyway, while I was doing it, doing the task and thinking this, and then it was like, no, hold on, just take your time. The name of the game is Don't Get Hooked. That's what I said to myself. The name of the game is Don't Get Hooked. And I smiled, and instantly, as soon as I smiled, I released it all. The tension was gone, the friction, the looping thoughts. It was night and day. And it was like perfect test mirror for the day. Because I'm talking about these concepts and that, and it will reflect back on me for the day. Are you as strong as you think you are? Is your foundation as solid as you think it is? Here we go. We've got to test you. I don't know if it's deliberately done like that, but it's like the university is, okay, let's just check where you're at then. And throughout the day, I probably wobbled a little bit, but I returned back to my centre, back to me. My energy was mine. I kept it internally. And then as you got tired at the end, that was the hardest part, and that's where it gets you the worst sometimes, and where reaction over response can happen. So by that repeated practice of just taking your time, breathing, doing those breathing exercises, just thinking to yourself and adjusting my mindset on how to look at this issue or these changes. Why does it matter to me? I'm getting paid to do this anyway. If I can't finish my first task that is set, then it's been mentioned in the past, I can go back to it and make time up after. The company's paying for my time. If they choose to move me around and do multiple things, or dozen different things, and I can't complete that first one, I'm not going to carry that. That's not my energy to carry. I'm just doing what I'm asked to do, requested, instructed, and actually I still left work feeling lighter, more energy. I took my son's dog for a walk. We did about 5k. So not getting hooked means you're not costing yourself that negative energy which drags you down, makes you tired. And in the past I've experienced, it can ruin your whole day, and it's just your mindset. You don't feel like doing anything. You just sit on the couch, whatever it is. But definitely there's two different ways of doing things, and I believe being in control of your own mind and energy gives you power back, gives you your own worth back, because you're only getting paid. You're outsourcing, your skill set to live, to pay your bills, because time and money is what's fixed in the world, and you need this to function week to week, but it doesn't dictate who you are. So anyway, just a few thoughts. Thought I'd share. It was an interesting day. Keep going on that week learning that we're doing, dissolving one attachment. I hope that's working. I hope there's something of value in that for you. Anyway, have a good day. Cheers.